Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky second chapter. I am the RN Genius, but you may call me Eric, and in the last episode we finished up the Phantom Thief B quest. We got to the Valorous Dance and we defeated that one ice monster. That was one heck of a fight, that was annoying. And we left off right here. So, as I said, letters were sent, and in those letters there were threats. And the letters were sent to the embassies, the Grancel Castle Liberal News, the Hotel Roenbaum, the Villa Herb Villa, and the Leaston Fortress, and I think one more that I cannot think of right now. Anyways, 9 in total, and we're investigating about that because we don't know who sent those letters, and could be the society, could be who knows who. But we're right now in the Calvert, in the embassy of Calvert, and we're talking to this lady woman in here. This should be the ambassador's office. Shall we say hello to Elsa? Talk to her. Alright, let me introduce you. Yes, come in. Pardon us, Elsa. Why, Zane Vethek. Hello, come in. Last I heard, you'd returned to Calvert. What's an old dog like you doing back here in Grancel? Ha, well, let's just say this old dog had a trick or two more to show off. I'll likely be here in Liberl for a while. As to be expected of an A-rank bracer, I suppose. You never let up, do you? So, who's this with you? A pleasure to meet you, ma'am. I'm Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild. These are our, assistants, Oliver Lenheim and Chloe Rins. A pleasure, Ambassador. It's a pleasure to meet you, Ambassador. The pleasure is mine. I'm Elsa Cochrane, Calvert's ambassador to Liberl. I get the feeling this is a bit more than a social call, though. I'm afraid so. Estelle and her party asked about the threatening letter the embassy received. Ah, the letter, yes. You're helping the Royal Army investigate the matter, then? Technically, yes. Threats of terrorism aren't exactly something the Guild can ignore either, though. Would you mind helping us out? Well, I suppose. We're well stuck into the situation after all. What would you like to know? Well, to start with, do you have any idea who would have sent that letter? Like, does anyone in the Republic oppose the signing of the pact, or... Well, yes, of course. You're looking at one after all. Huh? Elsa, please. Try not to tease the kids too much, yeah? Well, the truth is the truth, Zane. I'm pretty sure I've chewed your ear off about Erebonia enough for you to know what I think, huh? Well, yes. Haha. Still, Miss Bright, don't misunderstand me. President Rocksmith and Parliament have already approved the pact. My personal feelings won't get in the way of my job. Right. Is there anyone else from Calvert who might oppose the pact? Oh, certainly. They're all tiny groups, though. And to be honest, there's no real reason to oppose it anyway. No reason? I don't quite follow. It's not worth bothering. The pact doesn't have any practical effect. It's simply agreeing to the statement, we shall not rely on violence to solve international problems and negotiate instead. It's more of a declaration than anything else, but... It is a little more than a promise which can be broken without consequence, save a loss of face, no? Precisely. The worst it could do would be to rally other countries against the aggressor. Now, it's true that relations between Erebonia and Calvert have gotten even worse than usual over the past decade, so there is some value in establishing Liberl as a place where we can negotiate, but again, who'd bother opposing that? Yeah, it doesn't really seem like the thing you'd send a bunch of threatening letters about. Well, Ambassador Cochrane, if you don't believe someone from Calvert is the perpetrator, then whom do you suspect? Ha! Well! My gut, of course, tells me to blame it all on the Erebonians. They are militaristic hog faction specifically. But frankly, even they have that new engine on the line. They aren't so stupid as to cut off their noses to spite their faces. The new engine? Wait, you mean the one from the RC? Yes, an engineering sample will be provided to both Calvert and Erebonia. It'll happen right after the signing, in fact. Whoa! Ah, as to be expected from Queen Alicia. She holds both Empire and Republic in the palm of her hand. Yes, I have to admit she's handled this masterfully. That cutting-edge engine is going to birth a whole new generation of airship designs. And Alicia's practically handing it out, so long as you sign this agreement, and play nice with it and each other, at least for a while. Even the most testosterone-poisoned ninnies among the Erebonian hawks wouldn't want to miss this chance. Yeah, I guess so. Which means, of course, that the possibility that either the Republic or the Empire interfering directly is pretty low. Indeed. I'm sorry I can't be of any more help. No, you were a big help. Just being able to cross suspects off the list helps a lot. Oh, speaking of which though, we'd like to ask you about something else. Estelle asked Ambassador Cochrane about Ren's parents. Harold Hayworth, a merchant from Crossbell. I can't say it rings any bells, I'm sorry. He's never visited the embassy at least. Darn. Well, thanks. Do remember that Crossbell sits directly between Erebonia and Calvert, however. You may want to inquire at the Erebonian embassy as well. Okay, thanks, Ambassador. And thanks for being so open with us. You're quite welcome. I'm glad I could help you. By the way, you said your name was Estelle Bright. You wouldn't happen to be Brigadier General Bright's daughter? Oh, you know Dad? Haha, of course! The heroic vanquisher of the Imperial Army, and now the head of the Liberals' Royal Army. I'd heard he had a daughter, but I didn't expect to meet you like this. Well, I'm kind of an inexperienced newbie myself, still. You're off to a good start then, I think. We at the embassy have relied on the guild a number of times in the past. Should the time come again, I hope you'll aid us, Miss Bright. Well, if the chance comes up, sure. Well, we'll see you around. Do you have stuff? That's a nice box. Can I take that box with me? Oh, I wish I had a box that nice. Look at that box. Man. What a nice box. Estelle Bright, our embassy owes the guild greatly for your constant support. Should we have any jobs come up, I would be happy if you would be the one to take them on. Well, thank you for letting me read out that Dawn Night series. That means we can cross off the Calvardian embassy off of our list. Which is nice. I didn't think it was the off-season for the Grand Arena. Ah, really, this guy does not plan enough. Can I now still go in? No, of course not. Through the opened door. Well, a black-haired soldier came out of the embassy just a bit ago. His expression was impassive, but he was so cool. Is anyone talking about me? No way. Erebonian Embassy. Oh, hello again. Lord Ambassador Crane and Major Vander have just returned. Ah, perfect timing. Can we go in then? Sure. Welcome to the Erebonian Embassy. Do remember that the embassy is Erebonian soil, so be careful, yeah? We will be. Whoa. These look so nice. This is quite the building. Whoa. This place definitely matches the Calvardian Embassy in terms of fanciness, but not in terms of their nice-looking boxes, I have to say. Grandiose, and yet powerful at the same time. It's very imperial, if nothing else. It is a stage upon which the Empire can parade its influence and power. Alas, that the actors are unequal to the set dressing.
You realize Lord Craner would hit the roof if he heard you say that.
No, never mind. Oh wait, I don't know. Ah, my most bosom companion. It has been an age. Are you well, dear Miller?
I would be better if I could cut you in half and be done with it. I told you again and again to ensure we are constantly aware of your location, and you...
Ah, but 'tis a tactic in the war of love. Tactic in the war of love. Did you know? Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Estelle Bright, you have my thanks. I can only imagine the troubles this idiot's been causing you.
Actually, he hasn't been too bad, I guess. He's been really well-mannered, comparatively.
Well, ignoring the lunatic, I presume you have business here at the embassy? Yes, sir.
We would like to speak with to the ambassador. Estelle explained her desire to meet with the ambassador concerning the letter.
That letter, right. I'd been somewhat concerned myself, but I'm surprised the guild is acting. This is a request from Brigadier General Bright and the Royal Army, I take it?
Technically, yes, but we're trying to investigate it as naturally as we can, you know. Nobody's guilty till proven. That kind of thing.
A commendable mindset. No doubt he chose you. No doubt why he chose you. Very well, I shall introduce you to Lord Ambassador Craner. I suspect you'll find it easier to gain his trust if I do the introductions as opposed to a certain someone.
Really? Oh, thanks, Miller.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, sir. Wait, you really have so little faith in me? You, thought we had faith in you for this?
If you introduced us, he'd probably want to have us kicked out.
Sorry, Oliver. Ah, the sting of being forsaken.
The sting of the truth, maybe. Lord Craner is in his office on the second floor. I shall go announce your arrival. Give me a moment.
We'll wait then. And by wait, I mean explore this entire facility. What is in here? Bookshelves? None. There's still a gambler's story. It's not nicely stacked up in a bookshelf, is it? Oh, hey, it's been a while, Oliver. Are these your guests? Indeed, one could call them guests, but I'm more inclined to think of them as my soulmates. Our days spent together have been so tender, so sweet. I feel to merely call this force love does a disservice to our bond. Is that not so, Estelle? Wait, does that mean you've duped Miller? My head hurts. I think I'm starting to understand Miller's suffering. Oh, Oliver is so good. Best character in gaming history. He really is.
The closest imperial city to Liberl borders is a place called Parm. I'm actually from there, by the way. It's close to Bose, which makes it convenient to return home for visits. Of course, it's not so convenient to visit the imperial capital from there. There aren't any public scheduled liners in Erebonia, so I have to switch over to the railway system. Hey, Oliver. I heard you went to the hot springs. I'm so envious. I've been working until I'm dead on my feet getting ready for the signing ceremony.
Oh. If you don't remember, the Carnelia series is actually the collectible series of the first chapter. Of course I'm gonna read it out, but in this episode I'm gonna finish up with this embassy.
actually. Oh my Gertie Gumdrops, there was another bookshelf. I would have loved that Gambler series, but... Carnelia? Yeah, 1 to 5. Okay. All the books in this room were published in Liberl. To learn about someone's nation, start with their culture. You're free to read them, but please put them back where you found them once you're done. I'm gonna take those with me. I'm gonna revert them back to the first chapter, and then I'm gonna get that super good weapon for Estelle. Like the best weapon in the game. So, this is the office. Wow. Indeed. Shall we make our grand entrance and shock the ambassador into silence? Müller can totally cut you in half, you know. I apologize for the wait. Lord Krainer will see you now. Let me try to take a sip of my tea. Oh, it's hot. I have an idea. This is cold water. I put a little bit of cold water in my hot tea. It's gonna be drinkable. Hopefully not too cool. Just on the verge of being way too hot to drink. Just that tiny spot in temperature, that's the perfect place to drink tea. You can sip it without burning your tongue, but it's still really hot. That's the best. I apologize for the wait. Lord Krainer will see you now. Let's go then. Welcome to the Erebonian Like, this guy looks like he smokes a lot of cigars. But what kind of voice do I have for that guy? Well, that's probably the best I have. Welcome to the Erebonian Embassy, guests. I'm Lord Davel Krainer, the duly appointed ambassador and voice of the Empire in this land. I'm Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild. Zane Vathek, also the guild. I'm Chloe Rins, second-year student at the Regenus Royal Academy and assistant to the Bracers. And I am the servant of love and peace, Oliver Lenheim. You. I'd heard you'd gone missing in Elmo Village. Try not to worry Miller further, Oliver. Or me, for that matter. Such a strict dressing down. Much more and I'll have to lose my jacket. Setting that aside, you are here to inquire about the threatening letter, yes? What do you want to know? Okay, I'll be direct, sir. Do you have any idea who might be behind the letter? Is there anyone in the Empire who might oppose the signing of the pact? You are direct, young Bracer. I appreciate that. I can tell you truthfully, however, that I can think of no such person. His Majesty's very happy with the pact as it stands, in fact. And no one within the Empire would be foolish enough to gainsay his leadership on such a matter, of course. Yeah, I bet. So, you think it's the work of someone outside the Empire, then? What other answer could there be? If you want my opinion, it's the opposition party in Calvert behind all this. Some silly ploy to make the president look bad, no doubt. Opposition doing whatever it pleases. This is a perfect example of the fallacies of mob rule. I have to question that, your lordship. Don't get me wrong, our major political parties basically beat each other over the head anytime they can, but even if the pact fell apart due to this, I don't think anyone could blame it on the President Rocksmith. Details, you think the mob thinks like that? Puh! All I can say for certain is that the person issuing these threats cannot be from our empire. That should be more than enough assurance for you. Well, excuse me, Lord Krainer? May I ask that Chancellor Osborne's opinion on the
May I ask what Chancellor Osborne's opinion on the non-aggression pact is?
What?
Flawless riposte, Chloe.
Who?
The highest appointed official of our most glorious and august imperial government, the Blood and Iron Chancellor, Gileath Osborne. His nickname comes from his personal motto, our nation's peace must be built on a foundation of blood and iron. He has overseen the expansion of the rail system, as well as the annexation of several smaller states on our borders, though through less than diplomatic means.
Annex? Wait, you mean he... Oliver! How can you criticize your empire's chancellor?
Oh, but Davil, how was I criticizing? I simply stated the facts. But come now, it wouldn't hurt to be a bit more cooperative, no? We've already spoken with the lovely Ambassador Cochrane over at the Calvardian Embassy. She was quite helpful, you see.
What?
Why, if we don't help these people now, it will give them cause to doubt the character of Erebonia. That would be a tragedy, wouldn't you agree?
Lord Craner, there's no need to keep information related to this hidden. May I humbly suggest that being open in this case will not present a problem?
You have a point, Miller. Very well. To answer your question, Miss Chancellor Osborne, like His Majesty, is most receptive to this pact. In fact, I hear he is actually the one who suggested His Majesty should sign it. Really?
That's because he's looking forward to getting the engine, right?
No, apparently he recommended it to His Majesty before any mention of the engine. If anything, I'm glad there is harmony at home over this pact. There's been no pressure for us to negotiate.
Huh. Hate to say it, Estelle, but it's looking like there really isn't any chance it's someone from the Empire. Yeah, looks that way. Ambassador, thanks a lot for answering our questions.
See, it is as I said. If you're looking for the guilty party, you should look elsewhere.
Oh. Aw, man. Oh, but 1 second. If you don't mind, we have one more question. Estelle asked Lord Craner about Ren's parents.
Yes, a most pitiable situation. The separation of her child from her parents. Imperial traders do visit the embassy at times, but merchant from Crossbell? No, I don't recall such a man. Are you familiar with this Hayworth, Miller?
No, I've never heard of the man either.
Oh, really?
This is starting to look kinda grim.
To search at once for both a blackmailer and a lost child's parents sounds most trying. It may seem trite, but I do wish you luck, young lady.
Thanks, Mr. Lord Craner. Allow me to show you the gate, then.
How nice! How nice!
Oh, you didn't show me the gate. Allow me to show you the gate, then. Well, you'd better leave now. There are other words for that. I imagine you must be having a difficult time trying to find the culprit, though I suppose if there was some clue, any clue at all, we wouldn't be in the position we are in now. Still, don't hesitate to let us know if we can be of assistance.
Alrighty, but it has been 24 minutes. And, we will leave off here. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope I will see you in the next episode as well. The next episode will be about the Carnelia book series, but it's only 10 chapters long this time. So, if you want to read that out, or if you want to have that read out to you, feel free to join me tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.